It's the Suki Scott Show. Suki Scott Show. Hi, Suker.
Hey, Scotty,
baby?
You got a little sun today?
Did I get some sun today?
I kind of looks like you got a little suntan. And why are you back in the closet right now?
Well, I'm yet to come out of the closet, Suki. I'm waiting. You've got time to come out of the closet. Hold on.
Funny.
You talk. I'm going to share us up.
So anyway, today was what day? Did anybody lose a day? I mean, like Memorial Day Monday just really screwed things up for me. When I say screwed things up,
it's Hump Day. I'm telling you.
Hey, what's up? Aaron Myers joining us. Calvin Hayden, good morning. Or I should say good evening.
Yeah, baby.
See you. Yeah, no, I felt like I lost a day because of the long Memorial Day weekend, which I was grateful for. I think we all kind of needed a decompression weekend. But
why was your weekend any different than your week, except for the show on Sunday night?
Yeah, because I feel like, like the nights get back-ended a little bit for me. But the mornings are back-ended. I feel like every day is back-ended, Scotty. Suki, every day.
Here's what I'm thinking. I was thinking about changing the time of our show to 8:30.
I heard you saying that.
Next week, maybe we start 8:30. Here's the reason, because, it's nice out. People are eating dinner a little later. We're sometimes eating dinner a little later. We don't have to rush. And if we come on,
we're cleaning up. I was like, Scotty, we just got food really quick.
Yeah, I know. If we come on at 8:30 starting next week, not only will our fans across the country, I think, appreciate it, gives them more time to wrap up and come join us. There's nothing on TV anyway. 8:30 is a good slot. And this way, and you'll never have to see Eric cleaning the dishes behind you ever again.
Ever again.
Right? We have an amazing show in store for tonight. I mean, this thing.
Should we just get it started since you already checked him in?
It keeps getting. Last night, John Edward. Tonight,
how good was that? That was really good.
John, I think we had about
30K views.
30,000 views just with John Edward. I mean, the guy's amazing.
But Scotty, you texted me and said as soon as we got off the air, maybe 15 minutes after we got off the air, you're like, Stu, this is at 20K already.
Yeah. The show was blowing up through the roof, only to be outdone by the one and only Phil Paz whenever we have Phil on.
True.
And, tonight we have a crazy show, WWE Champion. World-renowned Drew McIntyre is coming on in a few minutes, Suk. And not only is he a champion, but Suk, you're our champion when it comes to musical song lyrics. So I got a little something. You're going to go up against Drew Mac in a song lyric competition because he may be a WWE champion.
But he's also a
champion.
He's also a music. Okay, all right, I can do it.
He's a music guy. And coming up after Drew, we have from America's Got Talent, insane magician. Jay Mattioli's coming up. He's got animals involved, Suk. This is going to be unbelievable. He says to me, you got to tell me exactly what time I'm coming on because 15 minutes later, the animals are coming out. So he's got some tricks with animals.
That must be an amazing setup he's got.
Tomorrow night, Suki, we got Tony Orlando and Daryl Strawberry coming
Kaya, yellow ribbon round.
We're gonna be singing like madmen.
And Daryl's probably gonna really talk to us. I mean, we just had Jay on yesterday, who was really Mr. Mad. I mean, he worked the front office. Like you said, if he could have been a player, he would have been a player, and he was treated like a player. He's a celeb in his own right.
Yeah,
40+ years with one organization, working the back office like that. He knows everybody and anybody.
Yeah, and listen, little surprise. I got in touch with Donna DeErico. Remember Donna DeErico from Baywatch?
Is this like a fantasy play for you a little bit, right?
I had a little crush on Donna DeErico, and now she's coming on a show. So you know what happens when you're on camera and it looks like you're hosting a show. You got a little juice to you, right? So
I like it.
If you could listen, you know how folks used to come into our studio when we're doing the morning show?
Yeah.
You would kind of be the wingman, like when old time celebs would come in, like the women from Charlie's Angels and these actresses, and you'd like be the wingman and pretend that I was into them. And then some of them were, like Mary Lou.
were really into you because they said that you had the F factor.
When she comes on, you'll be like the wing, kind of push it a little bit, make me seem innocent.
Scotty, am I correct? But wasn't she married to rocker Nikki Sixx back in the days?
Yes.
Wow.
Donna D'Errico, beautiful blonde, came in after Pamela Anderson. Right. She's coming on. It'll be great. But I think we officially move this thing to 8:30 starting next week.
We don't see Eric cleaning my kitchen.
This way we don't see Eric in the background cleaning anymore.
Ever.
And I think our fans who are, listen, let's face it, they're all over the world now. And I mean, they're already on. Everybody's asking for Drew, WWE fans asking for Drew. Because listen, this started out as just you and I goofing around, and it turned into a blockbuster program. It's kind of getting out of control, right?
I love it. So we're going to talk. We want to talk more about the hour change, what you guys feel about it. Actually, Debbie Hollinger said, you could do it only if you go an hour and a half.
Oh, Jesus. So we're going to do an hour and a half?
An hour and a half of content.
All right. Well, listen, we have
to book every half hour. He was like, when the show started, I'm like, one person, Scott, if we get, we're winning. Now we're double booking. Now you want us to triple book a night.
Yeah, we might have to get 3 guests a night. And listen, in my opinion, it doesn't matter what time we come on. The folks going to be here with us.
Right.
They're going to be here with us, right? Well, listen, our first guest has already joined us, and I don't want to keep this guy waiting because he's a lot bigger than me.
Get it going.
A lot stronger than me, Suki. But before he comes on, I got to give you a little preview of the man before he comes on, right? So don't move. Let me see if I can work the machine here.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, Drew McIntyre, WWE Champion.
Jeez.
Yes.
Ooh, that hurt.
He eliminated 13 men tonight, tying a Royal Rumble record. It won't be painless.
Oh.
McIntyre able to get off the shoulders, and the Claymores absorb 3 on 5s. And now a third Claymore to the base. Claymore! A 4th Claymore! Looking for the KO punch. Claymore! Claymore by McIntyre. Cover.
Suki, you'll never guess what maneuver he was using in that video.
The finger 4 headlock.
The Claymore. What's wrong with you? They said it time. Let's bring him in.
Sorry.
Drew, I served it up for her on a silver platter. Claymore.
It's all right. Just in case you forget, just check my shirt.
I got it. Talk less.
Claymore.
Got it. Won't forget it. It's in there.
Suki, the Claymore kick, one of the most devastating finishers in all of WWE. WWE Champion Drew McIntyre in the house, Suki.
Wonderful.
How are you? I got it right here.
Oh, look at Suki. Wow.
That's awesome.
Let me, Drew,
I use it to hold up my pants.
Are you sleeping with that thing or what?
Oh, yeah. I know the wife gets annoyed sometimes because I literally wear it around the house. That's how I pass my days. I wanted to go to the store wearing it earlier, but she wouldn't let me.
It's funny because nobody wears their championship belts around their waist anymore. It's always over the shoulder, right? Everybody carries it over the shoulder.
I don't know. I've always got it around the waist. I think a few of the champions prior to me were a little bit smaller, so it looked, a little bit big on them. But I'm 6'5", 270, so it goes around my waist every time.
So you're saying you fill it out? Is that what you're saying?
He fills it out.
Yes, I do indeed.
So listen, Suki, I give you a little background. Drew McIntyre, the guy worked his way up year after year after year, persisted, determination. Nothing comes easy in this life, and nothing came easy for this guy. Drew, correct me if I'm wrong. Stop me if I'm wrong.
No, please continue.
He finally, after years of, things don't just happen in WWE, Suki. This guy worked his way from different organizations.
Yeah.
Finally got to WWE, left WWE, came back, and finally just last month, what are we in May? So 2 months ago, last month, WrestleMania, WWE Champion takes out the Beast Brock Lesnar, Suki. I know you know who Brock
Yes,
Lesnar
I know
is.
who he is. Yes, we interviewed him. Yep.
Yeah. Brock Lesnar, and here he is, man. The guy, Drew. Everybody was so happy for the fans, Suki. I've never seen millions of fans.
Saying, welcome, champ. Welcome, champ.
Yep. They love this guy, and everybody was so. There wasn't one person in the WWE universe that was unhappy about Drew McIntyre becoming champion. So here he is. He's got the belt. Handsome guy, built like a Mack truck, 6'5", 280. Drew, welcome to the show, my friend.
And he's got an accent to boot. The women are going wild. That Scottish accent, they're all dying. That's what it is, Debbie. He's from Scotland.
little Glasgow. Drew, it was.
You made me blush over here.
He doesn't even have to talk. We'll just talk about him.
I love it. Keep it coming.
Drew, you know what I was amazed to find out about you? We'll get to all the wrestling stuff and world and life stuff. You at 15 years old, you got into wrestling, and I was reading about how your parents said, sure, you could do this if you stay focused on your studies. So you have a master's degree in criminology?
It's actually a bachelor's in criminology.
Right.
Yeah. Wikipedia's got a few things wrong, but I do have my bachelor's in criminology. I was able to finish my final year of university, and in that same year, I was signed by WWE when I was 21 years old as the first ever Scotsman signed to WWE. So it's perfect timing. Wow. I wanted that criminology degree so I profile all these crazy people I work with.
That's good. Listen, man, you always got something to fall back on.
Listen, you gotta love like brains, brawn. You gotta love the ability, the agility when it's all a total package. I mean, that's why the ladies are loving you. The ladies want to know, wrestling fan from back in the day. I have so many crazy stories. Can you tell us one of the craziest stories that you've experienced, Drew?
I got to keep it PG. So let me think for a second. I've been doing this for 20 years now. I've seen basically all there is to see. I've seen things that I wish I could unsee.
I say that about TV cues too.
But there's nothing really that crazy, I can tell you. I just feel like my entire life has been crazy. This is all I ever wanted to do since as long as I can remember. And the fact that I didn't just get signed at 21 straight from university, but like Scott mentioned, I got fired and had to work my butt off to get back to the top of the mountain. It has been one crazy ride of ups and downs. And, that's how I see my life. Drew McIntyre's life has never been the easy way. It's been one crazy train. See, we're doing the song lyric thing later on. One crazy train the entire time. And it's just my entire life, my entire career is simply crazy. I'm trying to avoid telling these stories. I'm just.
I know, it's okay. You're going around. You quoted Ozzy Osbourne. That's fine. That's fine.
Drew, coming up, Backlash next month, I believe June 14th, you're taking on Bobby Lashley, defending the title. Suki, you got to see Bobby Lashley. Look him up. This guy's also built like a freight train. Drew, but somebody just wrote in, who would be, I know Lashley's going to be tough as can be, but who's your dream opponent, past or present, that if you could pick one guy you want to get in the ring with that you haven't, who would that be?
Ooh, I think there's so many. Somebody that I haven't. My first thought would be jumping straight to someone like The Undertaker. We have been in there together when I was 24 for a brief match. We did have a tag team match with myself and Shane McMahon versus Undertaker and Roman Reigns. And I really want that big singles match before he rides off into the sunset. But someday I haven't on the big stage. I guess Sheamus. I think there's an interesting story there. Sheamus is from Ireland, just in case anyone doesn't know. And him and I go way back. When I was 18 years old, he was about 45 at the time. I'm only joking. He's a little bit older. But we could have come up together and we got signed to WWE together. We've always had each other's back. The night he won the World Heavyweight title, I won the Intercontinental title 10 years ago. He started heading up the way. I, had a few downward spirals, let's say, and I fought my way back to the top of the mountain, and he's kind of looking for another opportunity to get to the top of the mountain. And I think there's a good jealous older brother story just waiting to happen. And the fact that I wrestle so physical and he wrestles so physical would be great for the fans and a great story.
Yeah. Everybody in Europe would go nuts.
Speaking of the fans, Andy Brody's grandparents are on here right now. They would love for you to wish Andy Brody a happy 7th birthday. He's 7 years old today.
Well, Andy Brody, happy birthday, pal. Happy 7th birthday. When everything starts opening back up, hopefully we'll come through the town wherever you're at. We can get together and we'll take a picture with this bad boy right here, buddy. Happy birthday.
Listen, Andy.
Andy.
Brody just got. I think it's Brody, not Andy. It was Brody. But Brody just got like a $50 cameo, Suki, free of charge, right there.
I'm sorry, it was Brody, not Andy Brody. It's called I need glasses to read the live comment. I'm like this.
And happy birthday, Brody.
Brody, thank you so much, Drew. Appreciate that.
Drew, when you first came to WWE, you were billed as the guy that Vince McMahon handpicked to be WWE champion. And when you first came in and you first came to WWE and they told you, all right, listen, you're going to be this guy, you're going to be Vince's guy. What was it like for you back then? I know you had been in a couple other organizations, but you finally got to WWE or in the big arenas on network television as Vince's handpicked guy.
Yeah.
What was that like for you when you first came in, first walk down that ramp?
Crazy. I didn't know he was going to do the speech where he compared me to himself and called me a badass and a future world champion. I was just told, Mr. McMahon's going to say a few words about you in the ring in front of the fans,
right?
And then you're going to go out there. Then he said all this stuff, and I was blown away. But up to that point in my career, I've been fairly fortunate, given a lot of opportunities. So it almost seemed like, okay, this is normal. This is just my storyline. Everyone's going to be happy for me. Not quite. I think a few people were miffed. This new kid was getting this huge opportunity, and I was like, oh, we're all just buddies here. Maybe weren't exactly looking out for my best interest, and it never worked out at the time. It took 10 years, but I always say Mr. McMahon can see the future. He's got a crystal ball. He predicted the company going public way before it did. He predicted the network way before it happened, and he predicted Drew McIntyre as world champion way before it happened. And if it happened back then, I would not be the same man I am today that can lead the company the way I can lead it today, even in a situation like a pandemic. I'm confident with any situation to be the company's brand ambassador.
So what have you been doing during the pandemic to kind of stay in shape? I mean, like there's lots going on, what do you do to keep sane during this process? Because obviously your life was, going 150 miles an hour, and now it's come to like this sort of a screeching halt for now, like so many of us kind of dealing with the realities of it.
Yeah, I mean, I obviously get more time home, so I'm with the wife. With the wife and 2 cats, so they keep me fairly busy. And like I say, I'm trying my best, just being WWE champion, to get more eyes on the product. So I'm harassing our social media team. I'm harassing our PR team. If there's a day that I've got empty, fill that day. I want to be doing interviews. I want to be getting new eyeballs on the product. I've got a feud going on with Tyson Fury, with Colby Covington, with a soccer presenter in the UK called Chris Sutton. Anywhere I can reach out, especially during these times when everyone's indoors, to get new eyeballs on the product. That's what I'm all about right now. Also, like I said to the wife, this was the ultimate marriage test, because I was never home and I'm home all the time and we're doing just fine. I think we're going to make it.
Yeah. Listen, Suki, WWE superstars, before this all kicked in, these guys are on the road, 5 days a week.
Wow.
And now, Drew, what's it been like for you? I know for me, I watch every week Raw and SmackDown. I'm kind of getting used to, the no crowd in the arena. Was it kind of weird for you when you first came out and the first couple of weeks in, where you're basically everything you say gets picked up now in the ring? You're talking to the folks at home mainly. Was it weird for you at first with no one in the arena, and have you guys gotten used to that?
I think now I've certainly gotten used to it personally, but my first match in the empty arena was against Brock Lesnar in the main event of WrestleMania.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, I was standing backstage. There's not much room back there, and there's supposed to be 80,000 people screaming 15 minutes down the street, the Raymond James Stadium, and there is complete silence. My music's about to play. I'm telling myself, Drew, this is the main event. It's Brock Lesnar. It's for the title. You've worked 19 years for this moment. Get in the zone. Right. I don't know what happened when my music hit. I just slipped into the zone. I got in the ring. When Brock came down that ramp and I could see he was ready to go, he had his game face on. It was easy. It's second nature. When I'm in that ring, it's absolute second nature. And the first opportunity I got to speak for some reason, I was just so relaxed and composed, and no one told me to do things like look down the camera, but I knew I had to do it. I had to connect with everyone at home. I wasn't going to pretend I was talking to imaginary people left and right. And there was that moment, I think you showed the clip, you know, when I beat Brock, instead of 1, 2, 3 explosion of cheers, it was 1, 2, 3 silence. And everybody got to see that personal moment when I was handed the title, and I was in my own little world for a second. Like, I can't believe I did this. Then I realized, oh, there's Brock Lesnar. I just beat him. There's millions of people watching right now. And I crawled across the ring, and I found one of the handheld cameras. And like, as you know, we're always told not to look into the camera and break the fourth wall. And I consider this my WrestleMania moment. I reached into the camera. I said, thank you. But thank you to everybody at home for choosing WWE during these difficult times. Thank you for supporting me in my journey. I assumed it would be edited out. It wasn't. I'm so glad it was in there because it was so real. And I later found out over those 2 days of WrestleMania, we had 13.8 million unique social media interactions. So that's how many people chose WrestleMania during the pandemic, and hopefully I brought some smiles to their faces.
Wow.
Yeah, 30 million people. And believe me, since then, I mean, you know,
13.8.
Yeah, and those views on social media, you know, are probably in the hundreds.
13.8. Drew, the women are loving you, listening to you right now. Eileen Fredericks Hawkins. Hey, Drew, love listening to you. Feels like home. My mom was from Kilmarnock. Did I say that right?
Kilmarnock. That's correct. Kilmarnock.
Look at you, Sook. Very nice.
Kilmarnock. I grew up 10 minutes down the street. I am from Kilmarnock, where I grew up.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Also, you pronounce Glasgow. It's not a glass cow.
Glasgow.
Yes,
Glasgow.
Ready, steady, go. A lot of people tend to say glass cow. And there's no cows. It's Glasgow.
We're terrible Americans, you know. We just totally mess crap up.
I know. Trust me, everybody back home makes fun of my accent. I've got a Scottish-American accent apparently now, and I forgot where I came from. I've spent over a third of my life in America now, and to everyone else in the world, I have a Scottish accent except Scotland.
Drew, you know, when you won the title against Lesnar, you know, they had clips of different bars back in Scotland, and the people just went absolutely berserk when you won, man. What was it like going back? I assume you've been back to visit since then, no?
I was. It's an interesting story. After the Rumble, I was going back for a media tour in London, which I did on day 1. Day 2, I went to Loch Lomond in Scotland, and the plan was film a commercial for BT Sport,
right,
our TV partner over there. And then I was going to drive to my hometown and see everybody and go to that particular bar where you seen the clip from.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, things went a bit sour with the world when I was in Scotland, and we were supposed to start filming at 7 a.m. till 1 p.m. for the commercial, and then continue our day. I went to bed at 1 a.m. and I woke up by chance at 3 to a message from WWE telling me, we have to pull you out right now. You know, we just can't risk, being stuck over there. We want to make, safety first. So they were pulling me out. The flight was leaving at 1 p.m. now. So I woke everybody up for the commercial shoot. I was like, everyone get out of bed. We're going to have to film this right now, ahead of schedule. So they all set up. We did it in half the amount of time. The final commercial was awesome. But unfortunately, I had to leave Scotland back to America as quick as possible.
Oh, wow.
But I did see the clips. It was amazing to see that. You only ever see people react like that in a bar to like a big soccer final. Final, not even a regular game. Yeah, like a cup final. Somebody scores the winning goal in the last minute is the only time you ever see people react like that in a bar. And I saw it in London, and I saw it in Manchester. I saw it in Glasgow. I saw it in the American bars. I saw it in Canadian bars. All across the world, people kept sending me the clips. And it was just surreal to me because I've always been a bad guy. And suddenly, people just kind of started getting behind me and getting behind not just, me being myself on the microphone, but my real story and how hard I'd fought, to get in this position to be fighting for the title at WrestleMania. And it meant the world to me. Drew,
Sook, do you see the way Drew's arms fill out that shirt?
I know. It's crazy.
Sook, my arms. Yeah. Sook, my arms look just like that before the pandemic kicked in. I haven't worked out.
Show us your arms. Show us your gun.
They used to fill out the shirts. Now I got nothing.
Oh, yeah. It's a true story. I can vouch for him. He was spotting me in the gym. And then he was repping it out. Then he'd have to spot me with the same way. It's just this pandemic.
So funny.
All right. So listen, I build this show as the WWE champ going up against the Suki and Scott show champ in a little trivia music lyrics challenge. So
you don't know this about me, Drew, but I listen to all types of music. I did. This is my thing. This is my jam. My
Drew.
children want to like kill me most days.
Drew, Suki has gone up. She has gone up against athletes, celebrities, politicians, and she always comes out on top. So this is what we're gonna get it done.
Somebody got me. Who got me? Somebody got me. Somebody.
I think you lost to former Yankee Nick Swisher.
Nick Swisher, Yankee Nick Swisher. Yep, I did.
So Drew, here's the way it's going to work. It's all music lyrics. I'm going to ask you the question. You got 5 seconds to think about it. You give us the answer. I got about 5 of them. Whoever comes out with the most right, obviously, walks away with the belt. Are you guys ready to roll?
Wait, my belt?
Yes, your belt.
I didn't agree to this. I'm going to explain this to the rest of my man.
This is the contract signing. All right, here we go. You ready?
Uh-huh.
First one's for Drew. Drew, these lyrics are from what Guns N' Roses song? Mama put my guns in the ground. I can't shoot them anymore.
Knocking on heaven's door.
Very nicely done, my friend. You're 1 for 1. Did you know that, Suk?
No, I did not.
When he said, knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door.
Yeah.
Hey, hey. All right, Suk, you ready?
Yeah, I did not know that. Good. I'm glad I didn't get that. Good. Go.
Suki, finish these song lyrics.
Okay, Scotty, let's do this.
Tell me how to win your heart, because I haven't got a clue.
Tell me how to win your heart, because I haven't got a clue. What is it?
But let me start by saying,
I love you.
Nicely done, Suki. Yeah. You're tied 1-1. Very nicely done. Little Lionel Richie. Drew, did you know that one?
I know the song, but I might have struggled with Lionel Richie.
All right. WWE Champion Drew McIntyre. Question number 2. Which band wrote these lyrics? Maybe you're going to be the one to save me, and after all, you're my wonder wall.
I know this one. The biggest band in my youth in the UK, Oasis.
Nicely done, my friend. You are 2 for 2. Suki, you need this one to stay even.
Okay.
Suki, finish these lyrics.
Okay.
No April rain, no flowers bloom, no wedding Saturday within
the month of June.
Nicely done, Suki. Little Stevie Wonder. I just called to say. All right, Drew, here we go.
Okay.
Name this song, Drew McIntyre. I'd live and I'd die for you, steal the sun from the sky for you.
I live and I die for you. Steal the sun from the sky.
Yep, I can hear the song in my head.
These 5 words.
I say to you.
I'll be there for you.
Nicely done.
Thank you for the extra help.
just under the buzzer. Just under the buzzer. All right, finish these lyrics.
It is, Scotty. It's the way you read the lyrics. You're like, I know that.
I don't want to. If I sing them to you, it'll be too easy. I got to do my Shatner voice when I read the lyrics.
Go ahead, Scotty.
All right, Suki, you ready?
Go.
Hey, did you happen to see the most beautiful girl in the world? And if you did
you happen to see the most beautiful girl in the world? I don't know. I really don't know it. I know it, but I don't know
it. Was she crying?
I would have lost that one. Sorry.
Oh, come on.
I don't know it.
He's up 3-2 now.
Okay.
All right, we got 2 more to go.
Circle back. I don't know.
All right, Drew, name the song and the artist. Here we go.
Okay, go.
Crazy Horse, Paris, France. Forget the names. Remember romance.
Oh, no.
If I sing it to you, you'll get it in a second.
Yeah. I'm going to hit myself after this.
Another lyric in the song is, and the dollhouse in Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah. It's Motley Crue. I'm just trying to think of the song.
Crazy Horse, Paris, France.
Girls.
Nice.
Girls.
Yeah, I was thinking to myself, Ziggler's going to hate me if I don't get this because I know it's Motley Crue. I just can't see which one.
All right, Suki, you need this one to stay in the game. 2 more.
All right.
Here we go. Finish these lyrics.
Shoot.
You're a candle in the window on a cold, dark winter's night.
Oh, yeah, you're a candle.
You're a candle in the window on a cold, dark winter's night.
Oh my God, I know this.
Oh, Suk, don't let me down. So look, he's taunting you already with the belt.
I totally know this. Oh my God, you're a candle in the window on a cold, dark winter's night.
Go. And I'm getting
Closer than I ever thought I'd try. And I can't fight this feeling anymore. That's it.
All right, here we go. Last one.
It was in my head. I couldn't get it out.
Woof. You almost let me down, but you got it.
Barely.
All right, Drew, here we go. Last one for you. Name this song. See me ride out of the sunset on your color TV screen. Out for all that I can get, if you know what I mean. See me ride out of the sunset.
TNT.
Oh, baby. TNT.
Oh, my goodness. This is causing me more grief than my WrestleMania match with Brock. More nerves.
Drew's a better person than I am. I forgot about that.
Definitely the way you say them throws you off.
I know.
Suk, even though Drew is up by 1, if you get this is worth 3 points and you take the game.
Don't give me too much pressure right now. Holding on to it.
Here we go, Suk. Name this song. Because the player is going to play.
And the hater's going to hate. I'm just going to wait. So we'll shake it off. Yes.
Nicely done.
He really won it, though, Scotty. He won it. He won it.
He did. He beat you by 1. I got to give it to him. Which one? Wait, which one didn't you get? I forgot already. Which one was it?
Oh my God, that really old song.
Oh, the Charlie Rich. Yeah.
Yeah.
I figured you would know that one. I threw
that's a little tough in my wheelhouse. I don't know if I ever really like.
All right. Next time we have a guest on, you're the new music lyrics champ. You're gonna have to come on and defend the title.
Over there. I actually feel like pretty good about myself considering your win-loss record.
You want to know here? You are the chosen one on this show, my friend.
Wow, it's taken a few years, but I'm finally the chosen one at a few things.
Drew Mac. Listen, before we go, Backlash, June 14th, WWE title on the line. I'll be doing the kickoff show with the handsome Peter Rosenberg. You're going up against Bobby Lashley, Lana's husband. Listen, this guy, he matches you for, size and strength, right? It should be a pretty darn close matchup. What I don't want to say what do you see as the outcome, because obviously you're going to win. Is this going to be a Lesnar-like match? You see it going short, you see it going long. What can people expect? Backlash, June 14th.
Well, Drew's going to win, obviously.
Well, obviously, but I don't get paid. I don't get paid by the hour. I beat Brock Lesnar I beat Brock Lesnar in 5 minutes. My goal is obviously to end it quicker. But the big thing I wanted out of this was the people to see the real Lashley. He's been back a couple of years. I know what he's capable of. He's been distracted. You mentioned why. I won't go back into it. But after the fight we had on Monday, I mean that's a tough big man that's very capable with an undefeated MMA record. So I know I've got work cut out for me. So I guess I'll put it like this: the Backlash, you've got Edge versus Randy Orton, and what could be
it's gonna be great,
the greatest wrestling match
ever.
So Drew McIntyre versus Bobby Lashley may just be the greatest fight ever. There we go.
Drew, thank you, buddy, man. Thanks for the time, my friend.
No, thank you for having me, and I will come back and I will defend my title.
We'll
maybe not this actual title. I got really nervous there.
Listen, and to see your guns up next to Scotty's, just that's motivation right there, Scotty.
Never happened. Pandemic's over.
I can't.
I
I
look
can't
like Arnold in the 70s once this pandemic's over.
Hey, great line from Pumping Iron from Arnold when he says, "Milk is for babies." Remember that?
Yes, I do. I remember many lines from that.
Milk is for
PG.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
might just
yeah.
say PG this whole time. I'm not doing it now.
Crazy. Drew, thank you, my man. Good luck. Continued success, buddy.
Well, nice to meet you.
Thank you. Nice to meet you too. Thank you for having me.
Thanks,
Exciting.
Stay
We love
safe
you, my
with the
man.
wife and the cats, and we'll see you.
I shall. Take care of you.
Bye-bye.
That was great, huh? Drew McIntyre, Suk. I mean, listen.
Gentleman. He was so soft and so elegant, you know.
Boy, I'll tell you.
Like, you know, like he was letting his fans in on a different side of him. He's just wonderful.
Suk, great guys, but you know, tough as nails. These guys are tremendous. They're so built, and they're just, I mean, the athleticism is crazy.
And just his backstory about how he started in 21, got kicked out, had to work his back. He was like working in different avenues, and then made it to the championship.
Yep. Suk, I don't want to say I'm a little disappointed in you for losing, but I'm a little disappointed that you lost. And,
that one, I was like, oh my gosh, oh god, I think I'm losing brain cells right now. I don't know
what you did was you let the title go out of house. Now, I mean, now we don't even have it amongst us. I don't know. I thought I
have to know, Scotty. Do people really have to know that it's out of house?
Suk, I thought I was throwing you a softball.
Oh,
the most beautiful girl in the world. We got to do a little song trivia with Tony Orlando tomorrow night.
Oh my gosh, you should have him. You know what we should do? You should sing with him.
Suk, our next guest is a magician amongst all magicians. The guy is phenomenal. He was on America's Got Talent. He's been dazzling people for years now. He's been doing stuff digitally to entertain the masses. I want to bring him in because I know we have to stay right on time with him because he's got animals in his act, Suki, and I don't want to keep waiting. The one and only Jay Mattioli. Jay, how are you, pal?
Scott, you ruined the surprise right out the gate.
Dude, well, it's all right. I already told everybody because I'm too excited about it.
That's very good. Now, have you told everyone that you do the show without wearing pants as well?
Yeah, they know that.
You're giving away all the surprise.
Jay, how are you, pal? Everything's good?
I'm doing good. Yeah. Happy to be here.
We're so happy to have you. A lot of us are fans. Everyone's really excited to see everything go down tonight.
Cool.
So how have you been doing this whole virtual reality kind of thing?
Doing these we're doing these virtual shows. If you would have asked me 8 or 9 weeks ago, I would have told you that's the stupidest thing I could think of. No one will be interested in that.
No.
And then someone kind of gently pulled my arm to do it. And I said, I think I could put something together for you. Okay. And I did it. And it went all right. And I learned some things. And I did another one. And I learned some things. And then since then, it's 30 shows later, 2 months later. I've got my calendar filling up for now the summer doing shows. It's a long commute, though, to get to the show. It's 17 steps into my basement. I'm used to being in a van for hours. This 17-step commute is killing me. But I'm trooping along, and it is a little rewarding, though, thinking that you're bringing smiles to people when they thought we're not going to be smiling for a while. So that's
And I got to assume, over the course of the shows that you've done digitally in these nice little boxes here, you figure out as you go which tricks work online, which ones don't really work, right?
Yeah. I kind of figured that out pretty quickly. What things? I think the main thing is if you can doing stuff very close to the camera is a big part of it. Also, how can you get the other boxes on the screen? How can you get them involved?
Mm-hmm.
So this way, every virtual show you do, it feels like it's a customized, unique experience just for them.
Yeah.
When you're on stage on a cruise ship or wherever else you are, where there's hundreds of people, yes, there's all that real live energy, but it doesn't necessarily feel like it's customized, a private, exclusive thing just for me and my buddies that are here. Now you get that. That's what it's about. Yeah.
All right. Well, listen, we have a lot of folks. So even Tom McHugh writes, we need good entertainment. Everybody, they're so bored being at home. The floor is yours, my friend. Do Do you need us for this first trick? Because I'll
no, just sit back and relax.
Put 'em up.
Rock and roll. Here we go. That's when the crowd goes wild.
Oh, baby, yes. Where'd he come from?
Scott and Suki going for a little blast there. It's my little friend right there. This is what we call the virtual magic show, where we do a little customized magic, super up close, right on your screen. And I even give you a heads up when the magic's happening. 3 seconds.
Whoa! How did that happen?
Holy cow, Sue, you see this?
All right. Now this one is going to happen. Favorite kind of magic, of course, sleight of hand magic that you can do up close. In real life, it's hard to do that magic unless you've got some kind of big, giant projection screen. So we can do this kind of magic super up close.
Wow.
Hang on.
Whoa!
Heads up.
Hey!
Whoa!
I'm going to do it again for Suki. Even though she didn't ask, she
Whoa.
went, whoa. Do it again. Hey!
Where'd that come from?
Whoa! Where did that come from the second one? Scotty?
Wild!
Holy cow, Sue.
Let's go. Ready? Don't blink.
What? Where did that come from?
Suki, where are the birds coming from, Suki?
The birds!
Now, how did that come out of there?
What?
Mother of pearl.
Can you tell me that one?
What in?
This is cool. Look how well behaved they are. Stay. Can they stay? 1, 2, 3.
What? Scotty!
Good, Sue. Look at
Oh my
the
God!
birds.
Another one!
From.
Really? Did you see the two?
2 of them. 2 birds.
Hey, this was now that I can see your faces on the screen. This is the little audience participation, and this way all the viewers can see as well. You guys are going to count to 3 using your fingers in front of your screen. You're going to count to 3, nice and loud, all together, like we're one happy family. And anyone that is watching on Facebook or wherever you are watching, just count to yourself. All right, Scott and Suki, you ready? With your fingers up in front of your screens. 1, 2, 3.
Whoa!
And they go wild. Hang on, it gets mildly better.
Mildly. Let me see this.
What? Scott!
Cheers for being stuck at home for 2 solid months.
I feel like I took shrooms before the show. What the hell's going on here?
I have nothing to do with that part, if that's the case. Hey, everyone, whatever you do, don't look away. Keep your eyes on my feathered little friend. 1, 2, 3, they're gone!
Scotty, those things just disappeared. Where did they go?
Oh, my
The
God.
birds disappeared, Scotty.
Suki's got an assistant.
That's it's a very expensive assistant.
Jay, I gotta tell
wine
you.
on the side to keep her content here for this.
I know, we've had illusionists, we've had magicians on, guys from AGT, and they have great followings. I mean, and everybody, dude, you're just equally as talented as anybody I've seen.
Oh, thank you.
And what was that like for you performing on, network TV with AGT, with those guys? They're always judging you, no pun intended.
Sure.
Was it nerve wracking, or do you just get that thrill when you're up on stage?
You want to know? There was 2 big takeaways I got from it. Takeaway number 1 was, if I'm going to try something big, and I learned a hard lesson from it, go all out, 100,000%.
Right.
Life depends on it. And I will say, maybe I didn't have that full attitude at that point. I had just gotten married. I had been doing magic for a while, and I was very content just filling my calendar with bookings, and that was it. But I wasn't really shooting for the stars. I kind of, I don't know. So after that experience, I was like, man, everything I do, I need to just
do it.
Do it. Yeah. Do it. 100. Why hold back? What's the point?
Yeah.
What are you waiting for?
Yeah.
I learned that. And also, you're so nervous when 10 million people are going to watch you live. Yeah. It's then going to go on YouTube. Mm-hmm. So when it was all over, even though I didn't make it to the very end, when it was all over, every other show I did after that was a little more easy.
Right.
Even though I did some other shows where, hey, the stakes were still relatively high, I was like, nah, they're not as high as AGT. So I'm gonna wear it like a badge of honor,
Who were the judges when you were on at the time?
Well, you guys were just a little boy and a little girl when I was on, but it's gonna be 11 years ago.
Wow.
So it was the Hoff, David Hasselhoff.
Wow, that long ago. Holy cow.
Piers Morgan.
Right, Howie
and Sharon Osbourne. This was the year before.
Howie.
Wow.
So it was just the 3, and then they added Howie, and then they started having 4, and then everything kind of changed a lot. I did feel like it was season 4. I felt like maybe because I was somehow involved with it, but it did feel like that show all of a sudden kicked into. It found its, and people say that on TV. Once a show gets in its 3rd or 4th season,
it finds its audience.
Then it finds its audience, and it's a massive hit. If it
it's like so many things in television. It needs to get its legs. You need to kind of show the audience what the show is about and how they participate. And it's crazy. Can I ask you a question? Have you been more creative during this process because you've had to kind of come up with new magic to kind of share with them?
I've been working on ideas of things that I can do, whether it's when we get back to normal entertaining. I realized that there is not a plethora of money compared to like maybe when we was before. Oh, there they go. Do you want to see it? I'll actually show this to you. This was just a little gum magic trick, but I'll show you. The real magic trick was thank you for the stimulus check. We're down to the last $100 of it, so we're waiting for the second one. I'll show you a second one real quick. This is really easy. I'm going to make a few little folds.
Okay.
That's fold number 1.
Okay.
Turn it upside down. Fold number 2. And these are like magic tricks that I just wasn't comfortable doing in a big crowd because it's hard to see this. But now everyone can see this kind of stuff. So this is cool. I place it underneath the folds. So we find the exact center of that $100 bill. I'll place it back inside the center. Ooh, jab a little hole there. That's not magic. That's just dumb. You might hear this. I'm going to try to hold this near my microphone. Ready?
What? Scotty!
Come on.
Oh, it's amazing. That's crazy because we're all looking at it like this.
This is cool. So it's kind of a crazy scenario to try to explain this, but I thought, what if the material that a bill is made of, what if you could get the fibers that make up the material of the bill, if you could get those fibers to open up and then close back up, what would that look like? And I'm thinking it might look something like this.
Holy cow.
What is going on? What is going on?
Don't look away.
That's unbelievable. Suki's he's opening the fibers.
Well, these are some things that I've been playing with that they're magic tricks. But I guess when I was busy jumping in a van or going on a plane, I wasn't too. I don't know. I just wasn't involved with as I got going with my career and magic and paying attention to the business side. I was very focused on what's magic tricks that I can actually do in front of a large audience. And this was not one of them. But now that I can, I'm pulling out all these things and I'm having a great time, like I'm a little kid again, doing, just excited about little card tricks and dollar bill tricks and all that stuff.
Because that's how it always starts out, right? You start out the mastery of cards, right? Yeah, or is
Sure.
that the progression of Magic?
Yeah, there's like, the standard beginner thing. It's usually what is most accessible when you're a little kid, a deck of playing cards you can get really cheap. And that's the most accessible thing. If you're lucky, if you get an allowance, maybe you have a little wallet with a couple of dollar bills in it. I'll show you the $100 bill one more time. How inflation has been working, especially during this pandemic. I'm going to show you my sleeves are going to be rolled up. Benjamin Franklin, Independence Hall.
Oh my God, that just changed into a dollar.
Suki, I saw a change.
I did too.
I'll do it again for you. Just insert another $100 bill into your computer screen.
Go ahead.
It's still a one. Luckily, this is an illusion. It's just an illusion.
Holy crap, Scotty. Wow. There it is. There it is. Back to...
And the crowd goes wild.
Jay, if I send you a few singles, can you send me back a couple?
I gotta sign up right over here.
I got a couple of bills rolling in right now.
No problem. This is the craziest thing. I have to tell. I don't know if you noticed. I had this box on the side over here.
Okay.
So I was maybe because this interview was on my mind. I had a dream last night, and Suki, you were in the dream.
Oh, baby.
That makes you the lady of my dreams.
Hello.
She looks like she's gonna puke, but that's totally fine. Now, listen, I didn't want to forget what was happening. So, Suki, last night I woke up in cold sweats. It was very early in the morning.
Okay.
So I wrote down what happened in this dream.
All right, Jay, go ahead.
I put it in this plastic tube, locked the whole thing in this box. It's been sitting here since before the show began. I want to open it up and show you guys the wild and crazy things that happened in this dream that you were in. But Suki, I want you to imagine that you are not in your kitchen right now, but you're packing your luggage right now at this very moment. You're getting ready to go on vacation.
All right, I'm like it.
It could be a vacation to anywhere you like. It doesn't even have to be on this planet. But the catch is you can only take one person. Who do you take?
Look at Scotty. Who do I take?
The pressure is on. Mild pressure.
I'd have to say.
Look, I got games. I'll bring games.
As long as you behave like a 9-year-old, look at all his games over there. You'll have fun with Scott.
Exactly. You know what, Scotty? I love you, but I got to take my hubby. He'd never let me forgive him. He sweeps, he cleans, so I can sit do this.
What is your husband's name?
Eric.
Okay, just make sure. So we're going to use his name, Eric. You're going with Eric on the vacation. However, Scott, you get to pick where Suki and Eric are going on. Remember, it could be anywhere. It doesn't have to be on this planet. Think of a nice place that you think they'll enjoy.
You know what's great this time of year? They go visit Alcatraz. They could take a look at some of the prisons.
Alcatraz. That sounds good. Alcatraz.
San Francisco action.
Very good. And I tell you what, Scott, they're going to go to Alcatraz on your birthday. Just
nice.
To commemorate your birthday. Scott, when is your birthday?
August 30th.
August 30th. Don't tell me the year. I can't count that high. August 30th.
Thanks.
So listen, it's coming up, Suki. Just a few months, okay? Now, last but not least, this vacation to Alcatraz on August 30th, it's going to cost somebody something. But good thing, Suki, you got big money bag Scott. He's going to bankroll this vacation. Scott, how much are you popping up for this vacation that Suki is taking with Eric?
Listen, a round trip to San Fran. I'll give her $2,500. Little spending
money. 2,500. Big spender. Big spender there. I think that's
2,500. Thank God for this.
That's continental breakfast at the Days Inn.
Absolutely.
2 round trip tickets, and you get the tour of Alcatraz. Very good. Now listen, Suki, I know when I first told you you were the lady of my dreams, you thought this is ridiculous, and there's no way I could have known the answers of the questions that I asked you.
Exactly. Yeah.
I told you last night I had a dream. And when I woke up in cold sweats, I wrote down the details of what happened in the dream, and I locked them inside this box.
Here we
Okay.
go. Here we
I'm gonna
go.
open up this box for the first time. If the details of what happened in my dream match,
It's Alcatraz. I will.
if they match the details of what happened that you guys just explained, but take a look at this. Last night in my dream, I saw Suki getting ready to go on a dream vacation to
No way.
No way.
Alcatraz.
Holy
What
No one cares.
just happened? Scotty, you
Better. It gets better because they go the day that we were all blessed with the birth of Scott. They went on actually August 30th. It cost $2,500, but Suki didn't mind. In fact, Suki was willing to pay because she was with the man of her dreams, and his name was Eric.
Holy shaving cream, Suki.
Scotty, you said Alcatraz. I was like, there's no way.
No
it
way.
happened.
I
There's no
told you,
way.
crazy things happened last night in this dream, and that's what's the crazy things that happened.
That's good. That's
This
good,
is the kind
Jay.
of magic. This is the kind of magic that virtually, kind of works. You get information from all different people, whether people are texting in or they're on a little box that they can use that information, and you use the information that they gave you, and somehow it miraculously
Very good.
has already been locked inside that box. And these are the creative things that, and it's not me alone. There are other magicians doing this. And the first 2 weeks of the pandemic, I sulked like everybody.
Wow.
And then I just got with the bandwagon and said, how can we make lemonade?
Yeah.
That was it.
Hey, that was amazing, bud. Holy cow, that was great.
Cool. Well, thank you, guys. Thank
Every time we do something like this, we try to throw people off with like insane answers.
And
a friggin' Alcatraz. Well, that's unbelievable.
It's a big destination hotspot. It's a very romantic trip, Alcatraz.
This time of year,
So
absolutely.
we figured, we had a hunch that's probably.
Jay, how can people get a hold of you, my friend?
You can find me right online, jmattioli.com. I have my buddy Craig Nair is helping manage some of these virtual shows.
Love Craig, yeah.
And then all these other shows. I mean, we got stuff lined up for the end of the year and next year, and God willing, they're going to happen. And, if not, we're ready to pivot, but we're hoping everything is going to go as planned as the end of the year. And even next year happens if we have to modify stuff. But they can find me on my website, all the information about these virtual presentations for schools, country clubs, retirement communities, graduation part. A lot of people graduated and they have very little options. This has been a fun option. I've done some graduation parties with a bunch of teenagers.
Well, that's really a great idea, actually, to put that out there. Yeah.
It's the biggest thing, just like your show, I think, during this time, it gives a sense of us getting together when we can't get together.
Yeah.
You get that feeling of community. So, hey, we have a virtual magician. He's going to be on. Here's the information. Click on the link. Guess what? Everyone's going to click on the link, and you'll see a little box of everyone. It's not the same of them right next to you, but you can see people from all over the world in that little box.
Jay, the problem is I can't talk to the pig for only so long before I get lonely.
He's flipping flapjacks there.
You know what, Scotty? That's like an actual great thing to do with families. Like, get everybody together on a Zoom call and and be like, guys, I have a surprise for you.
Sure.
And then put Jay in there. I don't think it has to be, what I feel like the lesson I've learned from COVID is that it doesn't have to be a special reason anymore. You could actually just get your family together and just throw like the wild card, pardon the phrase, but throw something out there and just make it a great night, make it something where everybody's having fun.
People have been more receptive to this than I initially thought they would, because I think everyone is yearning for that community feel. Mm-hmm. So the fact that we're going to be on this call, someone's going to be doing magic. I'm going to see Uncle Jimmy, who's up in New York. I'm going to see my and uncle. I'm telling you, I was on a call with a family. They're based out of San Jose area, but they had family in Italy on the call. Another one had a family in I think Bahrain.
Wow.
and because that's where some people are in different parts of the world.
Sure.
Now we come together, and COVID didn't invent this, but it forced us to use
it. Yeah. To really use it. Yeah.
Jay, that was great, buddy. Listen, man, anytime you want to come back, love to have you.
Love to have you.
What are you doing in 10 minutes? I'm going to use the can. I'll be right back.
Hey, listen, even more impressive than Alcatraz, you're 100% right. I am not wearing any pants right now.
Please, I don't want a standing ovation for this one. Thank you.
Jay, thank you.
That's why Jay, he sits in the closet by himself.
Give me the site one more time, bud.
jaymattioli.com. JayMattioli.com. You can find my buddy Craig Nyer. You can Google him as well, Craig Nyer Associates. Worldwide. We're worldwide.
Worldwide. You all right now, bud.
That was awesome. That was awesome, Jay. Thank you.
We'd love to have you back, my man. Thank you so much.
All right. You guys be well. Be well. And
we will.
You were great.
Thank
you
so
bud.
much.
Okay. You're welcome. Ciao for now. Peace.
Bye-bye. Suk, Jesus Louise.
Scotty, this is the stuff that I don't understand. Like we are looking at the monitor right now.
Looking right at it.
And you see a change in front of your eyes and you're like, did that just happen?
Yeah, the bills changed. And listen, you know what? I decided to throw in Alcatraz, A, because it was funny, and B, because it was so off the beaten path of anything like we would say, oh, we'll send her to Aruba or we'll send her to the Bahamas. I said, friggin' Alcatraz. Well, listen, he could have got my birthday from anywhere. I don't know where he'd get your husband's name from. Yeah. Or that I said 2,500. I could have said $10,000.
The 2,500. That and Alcatraz were the I think,
I mean, it's unbelievable. It was
hysterical.
Unbelievable. Hey, Suk.
It's time for the weatherman.
It was a beautiful day today, and folks are asking for him. The weatherman is here. It's a beautiful, beautiful. What's today? Wednesday. All right.
I told you I lost a day. That I was like all freaked out.
Let's go. Let's go check in with our weatherman because
it's time for the weatherman.
We haven't been to the beach in a little while. Let's get a look. Hold on.
It's Weatherman. That's me, David G. Still COVID-free, living the quarantine dream right here on the banks of the Atlantic. Guys, today we took the Suki Laugh Challenge and tested it out on some local marine life right here in the ocean. By taking this sonar soundbar, we were able to broadcast Suki Laugh right into the Atlantic with amazing results. Let's take a look. As you can see, Suki's laugh is like crack for dolphins. They have never heard anything like it. And frankly, neither have we. The laugh is making them so happy, they don't know what to do with themselves. Okay, let's get right to the weather map. Well, come on, guys. Can we get this thing to work? After a beautiful day today, tomorrow partly sunny, 69.
Looks like he's floating.
Sun, 80. Saturday, mostly sunny, 80. Lots of sun on Sunday, 73. Guys, earlier in the day, the crew lowered me into a shark cage to get an idea of how a great white shark would react to the Suki Laugh Challenge. Let's take a look at some of the footage. Okay, guys, this is good. Get me out of here. Get me out. Right now.
Oh, it's hysterical.
This is David G. Still virus saying, have a great night, everybody.
Whoa, what a shot. Dolphins and the great whites. I gotta show my fan. That was funny.
I didn't know they were using your laugh for biological oceanography purposes. marine biology. That was very good. Got to hear you. Marlene was laughing. Debbie, Blake, everybody. That was very good.
That's really funny. Oh, my bladder hurts. My stomach hurts from laughing. Woo!
That's amazing. They had your laugh as sonar underneath. The Dolphins seem to really like it. Dolphins loved it.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah. I'm exhausted after that show.
I was exhausted after laughing so much. Thank you, David G.
David G. coming through again. Suk, I feel like Drew McIntyre was last night already.
Levitating like a yogi. Like it just felt like he was very
loose.
Very loose.
So funny. That was good stuff.
Thanks, David.
So Bobby Ross just wrote it. 10 people in New York cured of coronavirus from Suki's laugh. That's funny. Suk, they should take your sonar, bring it to the hospital rooms and cheer people up. Right?
Oh, that was funny.
Good stuff.
All right, another great night, Scotty. Another great night. Anyway, so we're thinking about moving the show.
Can we move to 8:30? I think that's
what do you guys think? Let's discuss it with them. Maybe let them marinate about it tonight. We'll talk about it tomorrow morning, and we'll just talk about that.
Sun starts to go down. Oh, by the way, Suk, speaking of magicians, I was watching a show on Netflix last night, and I got his name, Justin. I forgot his last name, but it'll come back to me. I was watching a great Netflix magician special.
Yeah.
And I got a hold of this guy, Justin.
Wow.
And he wants to come on the show. He was doing stuff on this Netflix special that was
crazy. Like bigger David Blaine-esque kind of
yeah. So I heard from his people he's going to come on. And like I said, Donna D'Erico is going to come on, and
I can't wait to see you swoon looking at Donna D'Erico.
Yeah, you think she's? I didn't even look. You think she's still as gorgeous as she used to be?
I don't think beautiful women get ugly. I just
gotta be right. She was like she took over for Pamela Anderson, right, Donna?
Yeah, I don't think beautiful women get ugly. I don't think any of them get ugly. None of them ever.
Unreal. All right, so listen, Debbie writes, happiest hour of the day, no matter what time.
Oh, thank you, Debbie.
Aaron, great show again. Julie says, I'll watch the show anytime.
All right. Okay.
Paula says, anytime I'm in, I'm there.
All right.
Yeah. And listen, if you can't watch it live, it always stays up there. But I just think for the summer, at least start, 8:30, people are more like, because a lot of folks are outside, they're hanging out. You and I
come back by 8:30. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. I think for you and I, it's probably a little better because this way you don't have to rush dinner with your family to get on.
Yeah. I hear you. I hear you.
Joan writes she'll watch anytime, and I think we're good. But
8:30, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
Just you know what? I can see it now. Next Monday, it's going to be 8:15. I'm gonna Suk. I'm exhausted. Are we doing a show at 8:30?
Like, what are you doing?
Can we knock it back to 7, please?
Can we knock it back to 7 so I can be done by 8? So I can be in bed by 9?
Here, one more. Bobby Ross is killing me. Breaking news. Fauci introduces Suki's laugh to the CDC. Corona's done. That's good. That's good stuff. All right, Suk. Good show.
Bobby Ross killing me.
Tomorrow night, another big show. My main man, Tony Orlando's coming on. God, imagine the stories Tony has, right? Tony Orlando and Dawn.
I really hope he will sing a little bit. You think that's too much to ask? A little hum?
Listen, I know Tony for a long time. You know Tony. We're going to say, Tony, sing a freaking song or sing with us, would you?
You have a favorite song?
From him?
Yeah.
Well, Tie a Yellow Ribbon was always a go-to.
Yeah.
He's got Tie a Yellow Ribbon, Knock 3 times on the ceiling.
Knock 3 times on the ceiling if you want me.
Twice on the pipes. If the answer is no. And then there was another song.
Darling.
We were very happy. Well, at least I thought we. Hey, has anybody seen my sweet Gypsy Rose? Here's a picture when she was my sweet Mary Jo. Now she's got rings on her fingers and bells on her toes. I used to love that song back in, when we were kids in college, whatever. I mean, I'm a little younger than you, but it's fine. All right, listen. Let's get out of Dallas. Let's get the flock out of here.
Get the flock out of here. All right, Scotty.
I'll do it again tomorrow night, Suk.
That was good. And thank you as always to all of them. They're the best.
Have fun, babe. Did the weatherman say what it was going to be tomorrow night? Did he say
70?
70. All right. That was great. All right, babe.
David G, I'm going to get you.
See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Mwah.
Bye, guys.